Chicago. Okay, so it is day one of this conference that I'm a technology conference, one of the largest in the world. I come here every year. You might have seen videos in the past as well on my channel. It's like my Coachella. I know, sounds very geeky to say, but I do love it. And this year is a bit different because my parents are in town in Chicago in a serendipitous turn of events. They get to see me speak, they get to meet all my favorite people.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I've spoken at around 70 conferences and they've never been able to see many of them, but this is exciting. Yes. So we have two events. I'm moderating a panel and then I have a keynote that I'm doing. A lot planned today. There's a luncheon, there's a opening plenary and celebration.
And welcoming to the stage, the one and only Brenda Darden Wilkerson. People started to download it, they liked it, and one guy even tweeted, "This is..."
So, go ahead and pretend you don't see that title. Today's real title is called How to Get Rich AF.
It is now day 3 of this wonderful technology conference that I'm at. I've had the privilege of interacting with so many technologists and feeling like I'm doing something to pay it forward to people who are building their career in tech. It's not something I talk a lot about on this channel. Historically, when I post things about my career on this channel, those videos haven't really done well, but I guess if I think of why I have this channel and what my motivation is, then I should post more of this content because I do not want to give an illusion that I am only traveling and eating and having all these fun experiences. And I think my career and everything I do in my career is also such a big part of who I am. So I want to start sharing more of that. I think the challenge has been, it's so hard to film some of that. I don't want to bring my camera to the workplace for sure. And it also just feels really weird to film when I'm at conferences because I feel like it just takes away from the moment. But I have filmed some footage of a keynote that I gave. So I'm going to put some of that here. I did 2 sessions at this conference, a panel yesterday on how people with humanities majors are influencing tech. And then I did a keynote on career storytelling, and both topics I'm really, really passionate about. Today's keynote, I was nervous. I asked myself, would I rope in an audience to come watch me speak on my own on this topic I feel really passionately about? And the session was meant to start at 9 a.m. and it was 8:50 a.m. and no one was in there except for my parents, who are lovely, in the first row. And so I thought, oh my God, will anyone come for this session? And at 8:55, the doors opened and there was a line of people for my session. And we had a completely full room. I heard the most heartwarming comments. It was so well received. And I hope to really package this talk and take it to more conferences, more companies, more places and spaces. The whole premise of my talk was around how it's not always a skills gap we have when we're trying to transition into new spaces, take on new roles. It's a story gap. And it's really important to spend some time thinking about the story you tell yourself and others about where you are and who you're becoming. It was also just so nice to see my parents experience that moment with me, which is so rare. That was a really core memory, and I think it made a difference to a lot of people in the room as well. I had a wonderful young technologist come to me after my session and say, hey, look at my notebook. I wrote down an affirmation, and that affirmation is that one day I too want to speak at a conference and have my parents sit in the first row listening to me and experiencing the moment with me. It was wonderful. So many people came up to my parents as well and spoke to them. And so this whole week has been so heartwarming. It's so important to lean into community. We need it now more than ever. So if you're feeling kind of isolated, join a community that shares the same experiences and interests and lean into it. It can be the most beautiful thing. I hope that I can post more content on my career. I promise to always keep it fun and light because it honestly is who I am as a person. You know, all the fun on this channel is powered by a lot of hard work that I love to do. And I want more people to see that. The spirit of being multifaceted, which is what this channel celebrates.
so beautiful, but I couldn't spot the laptop cover.
Oh, so the top of this building is a replica of like a MacBook cover. It's a very known thing, but you can only see it from an aerial view. But it's still one of the most iconic Apple stores.
The view is just amazing.
Yeah, this Apple store is like one of the most iconic Apple stores. Every time I'm in Chicago, I have to come here because it just is so inspiring. And they often have webinars and like talks happening on the ground floor. So if you're ever in Chicago,
I want to try the augmented reality glasses.
The Vision Pro. Yes. So if you're ever in Chicago, definitely swing by the Apple store on Michigan Street. For a long time, as a student of the humanities with a deep interest in technology, I never felt technical enough. This isn't just a career conversation, it's a conversation about power, frankly. Permission to lead from our strengths, whether that's technical or non-technical.
I'm a professor of computer science, and I've had this dream for a long time to offer a data plus AI course for non-technical students, which we're offering for the first year of the semester. And I think what caught Kusala's attention about this is that midway through the semester, I measured
A really famous course at Carnegie Mellon called Acting for Business. It was so popular that despite signing up for every semester for 2 years, I never got off the wait list. But I did have some friends who shared their learnings. They learned in that class that we're all acting in some way. And that's not a bad thing. It's not entirely true nor required that what we must be 100% ourselves in every moment. Many times we have to adapt. We have to play the part in the room, the situation, or whatever the moment demands. Especially among underrepresented groups, or as I like to say, or my mentor says, underestimated groups, we often wait to become something before we share our thoughts. Meanwhile, our counterparts just start talking, right? They start writing, and they grow faster because of it for level. When I started public speaking at 19, I probably didn't even have that much to say, but I applied to speak at campus conferences anyway, with half-formed ideas and rough questions and outlines. And once I got those speaker proposals accepted, it forced me to sit down and reflect and articulate what I'd actually learned. I didn't know then how much doing that would change my life today. That small habit eventually became a speaking career, and I guarantee you many speakers here today at GHC started the same way, or they still feel that way. Honestly, most of my product sense and my intuition as a product leader wasn't built in the classroom or in the workplace. It was built here, on stage. In real time, speaking, moderating, and translating messy experiences into something meaningful for others.